Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? And happy holidays to all. Let's see. A lot of people I know, James is live. I was wondering the last live stream. I'm going. There isn't as many people as there normally is. And then after I got off, I didn't get notified that Chuck was live. No time to be sad. So made kind of sense. Hey Scott, gorgeous Thailand, how you doing? Tommy J. Andy, how you doing? Going Grays. Hey, Logan, I saw you over there. Saw a bunch of people over there this morning, which I don't blame you. James, he does good walk and talks. Hey, Verna, how are you? Glad that you could come by. I appreciate it. And Traveler, I saw Traveler over there too. Um, and Tom over there. It's kind of cool, this whole little community that we call YouTube, I guess, and the friends that we made. Everybody supports everybody. It's freaking awesome. So anyway, um, like James did this morning, go ahead and drop your own link and that kind of stuff. James, top notch, no doubt. If I miss somebody, I'm going to be seeing you very soon. I don't know if that's good or bad, but me and Tim are. I'm going to go spend. I think today's the 21st, and let me say, I don't see Bobby here, but today's Bobby's birthday in the States, right? Because it's the 20th there. I think a day behind us. His birthday's the 20th. Mine's the 22nd, and on the 22nd, I go to the doctor. I do a pre-interview with Richard, so that you guys know, and I'll put it up in the community. I don't have Facebook page or anything like that, but um, Richard Travel. I'm going to do a pre-interview with him tomorrow morning, and then Saturday, which is Saturday or Friday? I can't remember. Anyway, I think Saturday, Christmas Eve, at 10 a.m. Thai time in the morning, not his usual 11 p.m. on Saturday night. So Saturday morning Thai time, I'll be on them, but I'll be at Tim's. Let's see. Tomorrow's my birthday. Tomorrow's the doctor. Then the day after that, the 23rd, I'll be jamming towards Tim's house, which will be cool. And then we're gonna go fishing and have a bunch of fun. I'll vlog. I'll try to do a decent vlog on that, but it should be fun. Should be a good time. Let's see. If I miss you, I'll catch you. There's one I don't want to miss. Hi, Nanette. How you doing? Hey, Bruce. How you doing? Sassy May, how are you? Hope everybody's well. Hey, James. How are you? I think everybody's good. And that's it. I'm caught up. So, let's see. I got coffee already. Nikki's probably already in bed, but morning to you, Nikki, or good night to you, Nikki. Thank you. Thank you, Verna. Yeah, thank you, Traveler. Yeah, getting old, man. 66. Who'd have thought, man? You'd have got a hold of me at 35 and said you're going to live to be 65 or 66. I'd have laughed in your face. I said, I only got a year left, max. But I've been blessed with Thailand and blessed with my wife, and I'm blessed with my life. I got no complaints, man. No one would listen to him anyway, right? No, you guys have to. If you watch the channel, I can complain as much as I want to on my own channel, right? Hey Andrew, how you doing? Saying hi to Andy. Um, but yeah, kind of a bummer. Yesterday, the youngest got out of jail yesterday. She tested negative, so she'd been up there for I want to say 4 or 5 days, and so she's happy as heck because she's been watching me and and Nitnoy down in the pool and stuff. And I've had the the filter running continuously. I still haven't gotten all the stuff I need for the chlorine and the test. I just got the test kit, and I wanted to make sure at everything and get all the dirt out of it. I don't have a brush yet. I'm gonna run up there maybe today actually, and get a couple of things from the local guy. But I went to shut it off and just put it on like 4, 5, 6. I hadn't really thought about it, and I couldn't figure it out. I was gonna have to come in and read the book, and I was putting a little bit of water in the pool, and I shut the pump off, and I said I'll go read the book and how to program it for 4 or 5, whatever. It is. And I'm listening to the water going in, sitting in front of me, going into the pond, and I hear trickle, trickle, trickle behind me, and right up at the wall where the inch and a half goes in to the walking step, I want to say behind the pool, that we come off of our deck and walk and step in, water's just pouring out. So either they missed I'm gonna guess that they didn't glue a joint somewhere in there. But when the pump's running, it doesn't leak. So couldn't make it over here yesterday. I think he was probably I don't know. Hopefully he's gonna make it here this morning. So I don't know exactly how long I'm gonna go with this. I'll probably go until I hear them, and then go out there because we're talking, if it's not right there, like as soon as it on the other side of the inch and a half where it goes in, they're gonna have to take the tile off or break the tile off the top and jackhammer the freaking concrete. One of my worst nightmares. And it was in the back of my mind too, man. I did you check all those joints? I should have said that. It was in my mind, bouncing around, because there was a bunch of them back there for those 4 jets and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I guess if this is the only problem, because it seemed everything else is good. I didn't see any drastic drops while the pump was running. I didn't see any drops in it, so I'm going to say it's not leaking any other place. Hey, Ralph, how you doing? So big bummer. So and it wasn't just a little trickle. It was shooting out the size. The stream was as wide as 2 of my fingers coming out, a foot out of the side of the deal behind there. Anyway, so that's always great news, right? Son of a gun. But anyway, she got to go in it last night because he didn't show up, and she can go in it this morning till he shows up. I'm imagining I'm gonna have to drop the water in there below the jets so that he can get in there and dig it out. Otherwise, it's I could leave it. No, I'll probably drop it. It'll be easy because I got a hose that goes over the fence that comes off the waste. So I'll just put it into a backwash or bypass or whatever, and pump it over the fence. And now that I'm using the well water, it isn't going to cost me much to refill it. All right. Hey, Mama Bear, how you doing? I'm glad you could make it. Most problems. Yeah, I know. I haven't had any problem with this pool or the pond. It's so I can't sit here and just go absolutely crazy on them. I got to have my sabai deal and, get into my Thailand mentality and stay there. I try to get better every day at it. But and if this is the only problem, and we do have to break out the concrete, and we do have to fix what we're going to have to fix everything back there and put it back together. And that's the only problem that I had in the, almost 2 months of construction on both those, when I was worried about the giant mud puddles because we wouldn't get the slab down or the walls built, none of that. We had, during rainy season, we had 20 days of no rain. Unheard of, here in Serena or in Easton. So anyway, I can't. Hey, big guy, how you doing? So, I'm not going to get upset over it. I'm not going to. He's probably worried, probably why he didn't come yesterday. But I'm going to. I'll be nice and calm. He'll be fine. I said, let's just fix it. I got to go. I'm leaving in 2 days, so I'd like to get at least have in my mind before I leave what was the problem and was it fixed. Filling it back in and redoing all that. He's more than capable of doing that without me around. But anyway, so it's kind of a bummer. The pool's awesome, up to here about on me, up to about here on my wife, and the daughter is right in between. So she loves it. She was happy to get to go in, and she'll go back to Bangkok tonight. We'll go out to a barbecue and because she's been trapped in that room for a week. And then I think she'll be on a bus. My mother-in-law will go back with her, and they'll, I think 8-9 o'clock tonight or something. So they'll be on the bus all night going to Bangkok. And then they come back on the 29th which I think is the day I get back, actually, or right around there. And then we're going to have a New Year's party here. So if anybody's traveling through this way and want to stop by and have some good, mild, good and hot Isan food, more than welcome to stop by. Another word for that. Who's talking about snow? What did I miss? I'm rambling about the pool. Keep on saying the pond. The pond's awesome. We have to do very, very little. We moved that big waterfall from the front to the back 2 days ago. He had some extra people here. They only worked a half a day. I guess it burned them out. 6, 7 guys. They put it on rollers. Broke a couple of pieces off of it that is not hard to fix. And now I got to figure out how I'm going to attach it. I got to lag this thing down. This thing's heavy, and if it falls over, it wouldn't be good. So that's there, and then order the other Backy Tower, that gray deal, a little bit of plumbing, and then I think I got to put in the drainage that I want to put in the backyard, the one that will work. We'll start on that, and then doing the hardscape and leaving some dirt there for the wife to go crazy with all her plants. I mean, she's got plants. I got to do a video of just walking around the outside of here now. It looks like I've been here for 30 years. But, there's 6 papaya trees on one side. I mean, they both have green thumbs. All of them do. My father-in-law, too. And the weed plants, gotten quite bit. I looked at it, and the buds are, I want to say like that and like that. I'll have to do a video. I haven't done one in a while. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? It looks like I missed a lot. Sorry. Hey, who is this? Is this guy? Do you guys know this guy? Make sure you watch him. I don't know. Could be a troll. You don't know. You got to say, how could he have a wrench and be a troll? I don't know. Somebody know him? Pop in and let us know what you think of him. What do you think? How you doing, Brock? Just screwing with you. Brock is having a good time, and I'm glad you are, brother. You're in Thailand. You're on vacation. Have a good time. Off the hooks here. Again, if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Good, wholesome, family, hunting, fishing, good life channel. So can't say enough about it. You're a troll for sure. Let's see. Change the name to Brock's Trolls. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Yeah, I know Brock's. They're busy, man. He's been like on the run since he got here. 27 here, Fahrenheit. Oh God. I'm glad I'm here. I think it's 19. It's warming up. It's going to be hot here. Let's see. For the next couple of days, it's been like 13, 14 in the morning. Right now it is 19, and it says 29 today, up to 31, and started out at 17 for a low. So it was warm. Sunny conditions all day. Wind gusts. They're still calling for wind. Hasn't been windy as it was when 3 days ago. I thought it was gonna blow the house down, and it was howling. And so not too bad. And then back down to 15. It says Thursday 15 to 30. So it is. My wife said it was warming up a little bit. And I don't know if you guys. I'm following it because of my wife. But put your prayers out to all them boys them Navy boys that went in the water. And she said it was off of Pachuca Curicon. So they look like they're way out to sea. The seas were way too big for being in close. But a bunch of them, the ship went down, and they got, like, last I checked, 5, I think, had passed away, and they're still looking for 24 more. And they have to be a bunch of young boys. And you see all, my wife's got the television on this morning, and a mother's there had talked to her son as the ship's going down on a phone that he borrowed from a friend, saying that he didn't have a jacket, man. He didn't have a life preserver. And I, my wife's going, is that normal? No, that's not normal. So if you would put your prayers out to all them boys. Hey Joey, hey Joe, thank you. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, we can do that. I do it in your name all the time, so you never have to worry about that. Been busy cleaning dogs. Yeah, it's hard, especially when they come in threes. When you got a dog that does goes, in threes. It's hard to chase them down. But yeah, if you would, thanks, Joe. I appreciate it, man. You're awesome. The wife is, she's excited. So always 17 degrees. I'm imagining that's where you're you're where gorgeous. Can't remember. You're in Thailand, but that's I don't know, man. It's like perfect weather for me. That motor trip that I took to Chuck's for a couple of days and met up with everybody was just freaking awesome. I mean, like I said, I almost put on my hoodie that my wife got me 3 years ago that I think I wore one time. I almost put it on. And it would have been nice actually because I was just, because I don't know what it was when I took off out of here. 13. I don't even know what that is. 60. So I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Randy, how you doing? I seen you over there. uh, but yeah, I don't know. My time of year here. And the pool will be, I mean, I thought my daughter was going to turn into an ice cube last night getting in the pool. So she was excited. She's excited to have a pool, period. Hey, why you tripping? Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? How's it going with you? I'm doing good, man. I got no, well, we got a little problem with the pool that I got a leak that we're gonna have to address and maybe entail some behind the pool um, concrete breaking. But anyway, nothing in the tile or the pool itself. Thank God, or I hope. We'll see what happens. Whatever has to be done has to be done. What am I gonna do? But other than that, I can't complain. Gonna go meet up with T and W and Udon and spend a day swimming in his pool if he lets me. He might not let me. And we're gonna fly to Phuket and uh, do fishing for a couple of days, ocean fishing, and then come back, be here for a New Year's party. So again, if anybody's in the area, hit me up uh, and come on over. Yeah, the fish are awesome, David. They're the water's fantastic. I'm way over filtrated now with what I have and that other backy with the $100 worth of ceramics in it. I've got way too many fish in there now. It may not look like it, but in the ratios that you're supposed to stay with, I've got too many fish. But I've always done that. They say that you have a problem with them getting sick and stuff like that, and is that true? To a certain extent, yes. But let me get back on YouTube here. I haven't had much problem except my own stupidity here in Thailand. So, like I said, it's so nice with the temperatures. Hey, there's the birthday boy, or birthday man, I should say. Happy birthday, Bobby. Hope you had a good. You got to dinner or something? What time is it there? It's got to be close to dinner time, right? So everybody say happy birthday to Bobby. Time to get going. Um, oh, what did I do? All right. All right, I screwed up. Trying to silence something. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Uh, you know, I don't. I'm so bad. I know like all the some of the bigger areas like that. No, not really. But like Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Bangkok, of course, and Pachuap Khirikan, and a lot of the places in between, Krabi, stuff like that. But I'd like to do more traveling. Excuse me, trying to get coffee. I got to cut this. I know that I told everybody I was gonna leave it, but it's becoming a pain in my rear. But Everybody's saying happy birthday. Good, cool. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna probably cut it. This especially when it gets down below the lip, it gets into everything. My coffee isn't so bad when it's water, unless I drink very carefully. And in case everybody doesn't know, I'll say it out there again because we got more people in here. I'm going to be on Richard Rissard Travels. It's going to be this Saturday, Thai Saturday at 10 a.m., not 11 p.m. Saturday night, which is freaking awesome for me. So I'm going to do a pre-interview with him tomorrow, and then go to Udon, and I'll do the live from there at Tim's house, and then we're gonna boogie off to Phuket and fish. So we get. It was better when me and Bobby were both on with Verna and stuff like that, and everybody's singing happy birthday. To get me to sing you happy birthday, brother, you don't want that. You get somebody else to sing it for you. Hey, exit. How are you doing? Hello. How are you going? Yeah. On and then like I said, the time changed, so it is this Saturday, Thai Saturday, but morning, 10 a.m. instead of 11 p.m. Which, like I said, it's so hard for me. I have to go to sleep at 7, set my alarm for 10:30, and then drink 3 of these cups of coffee, and maybe I can make it through watching. So it'll be easier for me. I'm just not a. I used to be a night person when I was young, not anymore. What made me move to Thailand? Basically, I don't know if you know my story too much. I had finally, my wife didn't want to travel 30 years. And we had talked, I talked her into going to Thailand and checking it out. And she ended up passing away and 2018. And so I said, I'm going to go anyway. So I came and said, hell, I'm going to move here. That was 4 years ago. Basically, YouTube, I think, and one friend, a friend of a friend, that just kind of said to me, told me all about it, and I said I wanted to in 2015, and I wanted to check it out, and came here, and I was here for maybe 8 months, and met a Thai lady and married her, and we've been married for 2 years now. Been here for 4. Built the house that I'm sitting in now, and if you watch the channel at all, built a koi pond, which I'm really into koi, and a little pool, and it doesn't take much. I mean, look at behind me. I mean, for me anyway, like I said, my big criteria was wherever I want to end up in my end days, I want to be able to swim on Christmas in the ocean and New Year's. So you just stumble. Oh, cool. Well, if you like it, I don't know. We're kind of a friendly deal here. We have a good time and talk about Thailand, mostly visas. We're old. I'm older. I won't say we are, but most of the people in here are. And it's weird because, like I said, the younger people are watching more, and maybe they're going, "Hey, this old guy, man, maybe he knows something about life." And I've been down the couple of roads, um, but when she passed away, I thought my life was over, and boy, I couldn't have been further from the truth. And so I try to get that across to people that have lost a significant other, that there is some, not that wasn't my plan. Like I said 4 years ago, if you would have told me that, I would have said, "Ah, you're full of malarkey." And uh, man, just an awesome life. I've got a really good life. So if you get a chance, watch me, because I'm sure Richard is going to run through every aspect of my life, and that's Richard Travel. Maybe somebody will drop the link, and that's Thai time this Saturday, Christmas Eve at 10 a.m. And it's like an interview show on YouTube. But yeah, if you feel like it, hit the subscribe deal. Doesn't cost anything, and which you probably already did, because I think I have it set up so you have to at least subscribe for 10 minutes to comment. Trying to keep people that have bad attitudes out. But I'm glad that you made it. Nice to meet you. Any news from Surin governor yet? New Year's Eve shutting down. No, I didn't hear any of that. My wife's still there? No, what time is it? Nah, she's gone. Now, if you would have hit me up a little while ago, I would have asked my wife. I try to stay away from any kind of news at all, exit, but that's interesting. New Year's Eve shutting down. Shutting down. I don't know what you mean by shutting down, like a curfew or something. I haven't heard anything about it. That's how in tune I am to Surin, right? Uh, thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. So that's that. And Richard's a good guy. You'd like the show if you like hearing about people that are in Thailand and stuff like that. And then they had a lot of people, like he's had Chocolate Man in Thailand and Shevan Dev and a couple others. Somebody else will know better than me, but a bunch of people on there. I think he's had Foreigner Joe and he's had Chuck on there. So he's had a lot of YouTubers, Thailand genre YouTubers. Oh, the bars, really? No, I hadn't heard anything. But I'm not a big drinker, you know. I would probably be more in tune to something like that if holy crap, I got to get to the bar and it's going to be closed. But I'm not really that into that. I heard, let's see, they closed some venues in BKK for New Year's. No big gatherings, I think. I don't know. They're still trying to do that crap. I'm I'm surprised. I really am. I mean, I thought that we were kind of beyond that. Dave is Ubon Restaurant International Airport, the closest air to you. No, Buriram is. Um, well, did you say international? Is that an international Udon or is Ubon international? Probably then. If that's an international in Ubon, yes, that would be the closest. So that's probably 2.5 hours. I think Tim can remind me, but didn't I make it to your house in like 4.5 hours? I can't remember. I made really good time. I'm going to be in the truck this time. I'm not going to take the. I'm going to let my wife have the electric hot rod. But yeah, so either one. But I didn't know Ubon was international. But if Ubon is, yeah, definitely Andy. That would be the closest. About 2.5, 3 hours, I think. I'm guessing. Hey T, how you doing? I'm jonesing to go on a motorcycle ride. They decided to close. Oh, it's not COVID related. Okay. See, there's some people that know an actually Thai person that probably knows what's happening in Thailand. And if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Great channel. T and Deer are good people, and they have a good YouTube channel. Yep, about that long. That's what I thought. It was fairly quicker than I thought it was going to be. Same thing to when I came back from Nakhon Phanom, 5 hours. You know, so but I was I was going along at a pretty good lick. I don't want my wife watches the shows every once in a while, so I don't want to say how fast, but faster than she would like me to go. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. I mean, I think James said that there was going to be 300,000 extra people in above the norm in Pattaya for New Year's. So I don't know. Maybe it's to stop that. I don't understand. I don't know. I guess if you're trying to control something, I guess you have to do that. You got me. All right, let me finish this. And I lost my mic, didn't I? I was talking to John. Yeah, everything's good except for the pool. Uh, I found a leak when I shut off the pump, and it's probably going to need some concrete busting, but not to the actual shell of the pool, I don't think. So we'll see. But otherwise, it's good. God, excuse me. Got an itchy nose again. Everybody's saying hi to one another, which is always awesome here. But yeah, so that's the only bummer. I'm gonna be on Richard Travel Show. I guess I'm trying to push as much as I can. I don't have Facebook, Got to Love Thailand Facebook page, or I do have what's the Instagram, and I've got like hundreds of people following me, and I have absolutely no idea how to use Instagram. So I'm not really good on the social media. So I'll try as much if you guys can. It's this Saturday Thai time, 10 a.m., not 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve here in Thailand this Saturday. So if you guys can make it, that would be very greatly appreciated. I know Richard could use a bunch of people in there, and it's weird because I still don't quite understand. I do to a certain extent now because Richard kind of explained it to me when he got demonetized. All the push, I think, and what he does, YouTube just doesn't want to push him. That's why live stream stuff. That's why I always say here, this channel's never going to be a big channel. But that isn't really what I want. I want to be in contact with people, at least give you information that you can check on. And I say that because if somebody on here, including me, says that, oh yeah, you don't need a visa to, or you don't know, always check with the government, the Thai government, on what they are. Most of the time, 85, 90%, 95% of the time, the information's correct. Because everybody will chime in. Oh no, Dave, that's not right. And 8 people will say it should be this way. I'll have a tendency to say that they're probably right, and more than likely they are. But always check it. But you find out stuff here. I really want to push, like I said before, for the, if you know anybody that has lost a significant other and is whittling away in wherever their home country on a couch thinking life is over, 60, 70, whatever. There's life here in Thailand that I know of, and I'm living proof. I have no reason to lie. My life is awesome. I couldn't have orchestrated anything except not losing my wife. That would have been the only thing. And my wife now, Nitnoy, she believes that this one, helped along. And like I said, I have to agree with her. I never picked. This one's the only one that I picked, including my first 2 wives that I was married to for 9 months. I just wasn't very good at picking women. Here, I just, I can say that I know that if I would have wanted to go down that road, I didn't. But dating and all that kind of stuff, I mean, you can meet a lot of people. Come to Isan, man. Like I said, come here and spend a couple of weeks hanging out. I know there's 15 or 20 of my wife's family and friends that are all right around 40 that are looking for 50, 60-year-old men, foreigners, Farangs. And the reason, like we'd gone over it before, mostly stability. Like I said, even if you just have a Social Security from the United States, $2,000 a month, that's a lot of money to them. Okay, you could come here and have a very good end of your life on 2,000. Are you going to go out to dinner and eat American food every night? No. Probably go out every day and eat Thai food. Yeah, you can do that. Do a little bit of traveling, sure. Like James said, he tries that. He goes all over the place, and he is hard pressed to spend 3,000 a month. So yeah, it's very possible. So that's all I want to push for, subscribers. I want to meet more people. All the people. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Everybody that I've met, so far here in Thailand has just been exactly what you see, and good stand-up people. And I couldn't ask for anything more. If I wouldn't have found YouTube, and Joe was the one that basically did the interview with me, it's got to be a year and a half now, or close to it, and said, you ought to try doing something, And said, I don't like looking at my mug and talking and all that. And he said, just hold it away from you and start talking, because the first ones I didn't talk. I was just showing the hotels, and then turn the camera around and start talking. It'll be all right. Now you guys can't shut me up. You can leave the channel, but you can't shut me up. But good time. I mean, I think everybody has a good hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours on here. Sometimes I think, what the hell am I going to talk about? But it seems like there's always something, you know, yeah. And when it comes real tough, then I'll move it to every 3 days, But right now it's still something to talk with for at least an hour, hour and a half. And I should have, did I still have my line up here? I do. I'll put I'm going to put I didn't invite anybody. Copy. And I'll put it in there than anybody that's on the channel. And if you guys want to come in, I could actually put it in the chat too, in case somebody wants to come on. I can do that. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, hates to talk. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that my voice stays. It must be the soda water. I stepped away. Merry Christmas. That was Randy's deal. Hey Dan, how you doing from Boston? Glad you can make it. Got a cousin or two that live there. I got a lot of family back in Connecticut, and one in particular that lived there. He lives half the time there, and on the Cape, he's got a place on the Cape, and excuse me, and he's got a place in Florida. So he did well for himself in life. He worked for Johnson and Johnson, their joint replacement deal, and great guy. But I'm going to say hundreds in Connecticut, so that's kind of close to you. But welcome, glad you could make it. There's Chris. Are we gonna make it to Thailand this year? Or are we definitely looking for in 23? Get a little update. And how's my sound? Wouldn't be me if I didn't ask you what my mic sounded like. Chris is great. If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to Chris. Subscribe to everybody on here that help support everybody. All the people from the Philippines, and Joe puts out his meditation stuff that puts me to sleep. So I listen to that at night, and it's good times. There's Verna. If you guys aren't, Verna needs watch hours. So she does karaoke and has a good time, and especially around the holidays, a lot of Christmas stuff. And go over and watch her for an hour or something. And if you're not, put your phone down and go about your business and come back and say hello to her. It'll help her. Sounds just great. But are you coming? You're not gonna be here this year, right? I mean, the year's almost over. I'm waiting because I gotta go. I want to go meet Chris as soon as he comes around. I'll fly to Bangkok. Not a big deal. Joe's what? What did I miss? Joe's stuff is legit. Calms. Yeah, it is. It does, doesn't it? And let's see. I know my wife's been. I know I said earlier that put your prayers out for all those sailor boys that had to go in the water, and man, it's like it was gut wrenching for me. That's why I don't watch the news. But my wife, since last night, she's been on it. She wants to, how many people. I think there are 4 or 5 dead now, and I think there are 24 they're still looking for. But it was crazy because they had a poor mom on there that talked to the son as the ship was going down, and he told her they don't have a life preserver. I don't have one. It's like, man, and he's one of the ones that are missing, of course. So you guys put your prayers out to them sailor boys. Did I miss anything? No, I'm caught up. Okay. So since T's here, I'm really jonesing to do something after the first of the year. When's that? When's that one that you guys, the long one you're going to take? Isn't that in January, February, or something with Tony? And he's in the UK, I think. I caught some of his stuff, but I'm jonesing to, especially after taking that little 5 hour jaunt back and forth to see Chuck and everybody, man. I need that wind in my face. February or March. Okay, cool. What is this doing? Everyone enjoy the rest of the live stream. I have a beer or two to celebrate Bobby's birthday. Yeah, if you guys haven't said happy birthday to Time to Get Going, by all means. Not sure about the exact. All right. Well, I'm sure that you'll keep me informed. I imagine. Are you guys going to hook back up on that same line thing once everything gets closer? If not, you've got my direct line, so we can talk. But I'm even wanting I'm game for anything, man. I was game. I was going to run out when my wife was in Korat just to run there and have lunch with her the day she was working. Here's that troll. Let's let him in. There he is. He looks like a troll. How you doing, brother
Morning,
Brock?
ladies and gentlemen.
You having fun in Thailand?
Oh yeah. Excuse the lighting. It's I'm in the bedroom where the computer is, and there's no fancy lighting. No
Looks
green
fine.
screens.
Yeah, no, you can't be in Mark's house. And Mark's here. Are you going to see Mark or no?
No, not unless I manage to get up that way.
Because he's there till when when are you here till?
I leave on the 22nd of January.
I think Mark said he was leaving on the 15th or so. He's got to get back, I think, for a wedding, his niece's or wedding that he was talking about years ago when we first started talking about it. So is Gary here? I didn't. Oh, there's Gary. Hey, Gary, how you doing? Yeah, that would be kind of cool if you did. I'd like to get. I don't think I could make. I don't know when the January meetup is. When's the first Saturday in January? Let me see. The 7th. I guess that's a possibility. Maybe I'll go then because I'd kind of like to see him before he goes. I know I got to get him my address. He's not here. Thank God. He made me promise. He got too little to go deal of the Vegemite that they give you with your toast at the local pub in town or something, and he wants to send that to me because he had promised to give it to me a long time ago when he first came. The first time he came.
No, you should have asked Chuck. He's got a big jar there.
Does he?
Yeah, he's been trying to get rid of it for years.
I got to look at your video to make sure I know how I'm going to do it so I don't gag with a little bit of butter and whatever. You did a whole video on it, so I will watch that. That way I'll know. Let's see, Chris. What's up with Paul? Did you, Chris? Did I miss it? Did you answer me? Are you coming? Are you coming before the end of the year or no? Are you being? Is it an undisclosed time, which could be?
Good morning, Chris.
Dan's a new one here. Looking to get to Thailand this summer. Probably back in Eastern. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I haven't been back to the U.S. in over 3 years because of obviously I was sick and because of the virus. But I'm looking forward to going back. But I know as soon as I get there, see my kids, that'll all be doing. But I'm going to be jonesing to get back 2 weeks after I get there, if not before then. But I don't know. I can't say enough about Thailand. If you're new to the channel and you come here, you're going to hear nothing but good stuff about Thailand. So, I'm one for telling anybody to retire here. Go ahead, bro.
My suggestion is don't come here. The airport's atrocious.
Yeah, that's
dealing with immigration is absolutely terrible.
That's right. We don't want people here.
I had to go to immigration Monday morning. to do my visa extension. An absolutely horrific experience. I had all the paperwork needed. I did the TM30 at the same time, and in half an hour, my address registration and two visa extensions were done for 1,900 baht each. No paying extra for coffee or tea money. I think the service was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it is. It's horrible here. Hey, you know that, but everything we're being facetious, obviously, but you know, when I do it too, oh, it's a horrible place. Please don't come. There's no one here. It's horrible, horrible. You know, the beaches suck, and just to keep people. I like empty beaches. I'm not big on shoulder to shoulder. You know, people bumping into you, and it's probably why I don't walk down walking streets or do any of that stuff. But I'm more here. Came here to relax. You know, my wife had passed away, and it seemed like a good thing to do at the time. Come here and die. And oh boy, I got way more than I had bargained for. Like I said, if you'd told me that I'd be in the position that I'm in and had the life that I've had the last 3 years, I would have called you a liar and said you're horrible. Why would you tell me that? Um, but it's a great place. Obviously, if you've been here, I I'm going to die here in Thailand, regardless whether it's today or 10, 20, 30 years from now. My wife wants it to be 30 years. She's willing to change my diapers and do whatever it takes, and I don't want that. But if my knees are really bad now, I'm going to have to. I'm in my right knee now. I banged it at the last trip I went to. I hit it on the sink in the freaking hotel room, and it still is. It still sucks. Anyway, I'm going to need to get that done. But as long as I'm not Alzheimer's, not sick, and know who I am, and can have a reasonable life, I'll hang out. Mainly for her too. I mean, I want to live too. My wife is phenomenal. If you haven't heard my stories, you can watch it on Richard's Travel. Brock will have no excuse of not being there at 10 a.m. on Saturday. He's
Yeah,
like me.
I told Richard I'll probably be awake then.
Yeah, because it's tough for me. I know. I don't know what time I go to bed at 8, 9 o'clock. 9:30 is like pushing the envelope, and but I get up at 5. I was up at 4:20 this morning, and so it's different. But if you got a chance, somebody will put up the link to Richard's Travel, and I'm sure that we're going to go over me losing my wife and coming here and getting sick, and you'll get in probably 45-minute hour deal. You'll get a pretty much a big. You'll know what happened to me, but it wasn't my intent. When you have your best friend is your wife and you've been with her for 30, 27, 30 years. We were married for 27, but it's it's weird, man. It's like no matter how much you prepare for it, one day they're there and the next day they're gone. It's like instantaneous. Doesn't make a difference whether you knew it uh, uh, years before or 5 days before, like I did. It's still most devastating thing I ever went through. And did I think that I'd have anything after that? No. But I was kind of jonesing for talking to a woman. Nothing sexual, nothing whatever, just a friend. How are you? You want to go get something to eat? Whatever. And as it turned out, my friends kind of set me up and talked to Nitnoy for I want to say 3 months, 2 or 3 months online, pretty much 3, 4, 5 times a day, half the night, talking to each other, and met up, and she wanted me to move to Surin, and wasn't my place of choice. If my bucket list and my what I wanted at this point in my life, the only place that's not checked is I don't live right next to this water, big water body of water. Uh, I'm not at the beach. The rest of it, like I couldn't have orchestrated it any better. My life here is awesome. So that's what I'm saying. If there's people watching and you don't think you can have a life here and you're too old and you're too fat and you don't have this and don't have that, it's all a bunch of shit. Just come here, be honest with the people, you listen to what they have to say. If they're begging for money from the first time that you talk to them and want 10,000 baht and this and that, use your brain. There's a lot of women here, good women, you know, that aren't gonna shake you down. Um, just be smart about it,
Yeah,
and you can have a good life.
that's for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you leaving, Vernon? Okay, Vernon. Have a good one. We've been on, yeah, almost an hour. That's pretty good. And I still haven't heard them, which kind of yeah, makes me cringe because I kind of wanted to find out what was going on with that pool before I leave on Friday. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, Dan. Yeah, I'm like I said, and that's the main thing that I wanted this channel to kind of turn into. Just a bunch of friends. We sit here, we talk about whatever. It could be if I'm going to have surgery or if I'm going to get a colonoscopy. I mean, it could be anything. But 99% of the stuff that we talk about is related to Thailand. Because even if that is there's something, then oh well, how do you go about it, and what hospital, and how much did it cost to get it done? Did you have insurance? Did you not have? So it's informational to a certain extent, but mainly just a bunch of friends sitting around, drinking soda water or beer or alcohol of some sort and having a good time. Bunch of good people here, or I believe they're good people.
Oh, we're doing hospital stuff now, are we? Cool.
I know we can do it soon. Wait a second. I have to get
I see.
nice here. Okay. Yep. Round one. When are you coming and when are you retiring? I have to know dates. Dates. I think you're going to be here on the 30th. I think. And then you're going to be coming to Surin. I was kind of hoping that you guys were going to be here, but I wouldn't travel on New Year's either. But and then when you're going to actually retire, I think once you get here, you're gonna flip. You're gonna go, okay. As soon as I get home, I'm getting all this stuff done. I know that I can exist. This is going to be an awesome life here, and I'm gonna have a bunch of fun. I'm gonna actually get to meet Dave. That's a highlight. Just kidding, Jai. You're gonna have a good time. I know it's gonna work out, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. Bobby, poor Bobby. And I'm going to do something with Bobby once a week. We're going to get together at a coffee shop somewhere and do a live stream. Maybe we'll get a whole nother channel name and try to bring it up. Who knows? But let's see. Until next time, Verna. Okay, saying goodbye to Verna.
See you, Verna.
It's 1:55. You woke up? Pro tip. If you want to find a good woman in Thailand, get out there. Yeah, I think you can find them there. I think that the deal is, though, that you're going to find out that 99% of the ones that are what I would consider something that I would think would be they're going to be from Isan, and they're going to be working in a clothing store or the smoothie shop or the grocery market or, something like that. Can bar girls, is it possible? Sure it is. There's a bunch of stories out there of people that have hooked up and they've been with them for 20 years. They've been together and loving each other. So it all depends. I don't hold, like I said before, I'm in no position to throw stones at anybody's glass house. I whatever, whatever you got to do, man. I know that if I was put in a position where I needed to provide for my family, there wouldn't be any kind of limitations on what I needed to do to make that happen. So I'm not one to judge anybody, but I think out in Surin is the place to hang. If you want, it's hard because a lot of guys, like, I don't mind. I love my daughters. I think it's the greatest thing in the world. Would I have been maybe a little bit more if they were younger, like 3, 5? Yeah, that might be a concern to me. And I don't know if that's bad or good, but it wasn't. My wife thought, or Nitnoy, when she told me, her friend, the Facebook friend for 3 years, thought that she had never been married and didn't have children. And that's what it was explained to me. Not that I cared. I mean, it was a person, and even if she had little ones, it was her that I clicked with. But she was almost in tears the night that I went to meet her. I went for a week to Surin. I stayed in a hotel. She stayed at her house, and but when she took me from the airport, said, "Can I come up for a minute?" And I said, "Sure." And she came up and she said, "I just got to tell you," and she told me everything, which put her from here to up here on what I thought about her, because she thought I was going to bolt, leave, because a lot of men don't want that. But me, I right now I couldn't have picked a better situation. I love my daughters. They're awesome, and I love my daughter in the United States. Hi, Whitney and Bryce. I don't think that Whitney says she watches, but Bryce, I don't think he does. That's my son. But yeah, it's awesome. Like I said, it's not a hard thing to do. Like I said, my wife, every time I go to a wedding, any kind of a function, two or three of them come up, talk to me, talk to my wife mostly, and then at the end of that, hey, they want to know if you can find them a boyfriend, a husband, or something, a farang. They don't. They I don't know, and they don't care. This it's what's here and what they feel. It doesn't matter what you look like. Obviously, look at Brock, for Christ's sake. You know,
Yeah.
but and the cliche that they're going to take you and all that. Like I said, use your brain. Either that or Brock's wife is the most patient woman that's ever been born, because he's been married. She's waiting because they haven't moved back to Thailand yet. So she's going to wait until they actually move there to take everything from him. So,
Well, she owns everything here anyway.
yeah, I know. Like mine too. It like I said, just be smart. Yeah, you're probably right. I think so. I mean, it wasn't. I tell you what, I'm not one to judge. Like I said, my biker career, younger, motorcycles, it all entangled with topless bars, drinking until the lights blink, 2 o'clock in the morning, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not one to judge anybody, but oh, we lost Brock. But it it wasn't. It was the age that they were at more than likely than anything else. Most of the he's back. There he is. We lost you for a minute. Um,
Yeah. Click the button I shouldn't have clicked.
yeah, I've done that before. It's the age. I'm done with you know 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and boom, 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 boom. It's just not me. It was like the most when I found out my wife worked, and she worked for government, and she went to bed at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. She's up at 7 o'clock, and would we like to go out? And we don't know a bunch of people around here, but when people come through town, we will go out with people that are subscribed or friends or whatever. Um, but one night, 2 nights, or whatever, and it's still we go out to eat at 6. We're done 9 o'clock. We're back here and in bed. It just wasn't me. I didn't want to. I couldn't see myself with a young 25-year-old. That just wasn't what I wanted. Now, hey, if that's what you want, hey, more power to you. Who am I? Like I said, to judge anybody. If you're 70 and you want to come over here and chase 25-year-olds, hey, more power to you. Isn't what I would pick, but why not? Let's see.
Yeah.
You want to find a bad one, Joe.
You
We're
want to
saying
chase
hello
girls at
to
70? Don't worry. You don't have to worry about your fitness level because they don't run fast.
everybody. Is that it? Any women in the world you don't? They're full strength. Yeah, never, never. And like I said, I'm not one to judge. Um, like I said, if whatever I needed to do to feed my family and do what I needed to do, I'd do. Um, so I'm sure there's some people that some of the girls just love what they're doing and they're having a good time, because I knew plenty of those in the bars when I was younger. But and they were all that way here. They were doing it because they wanted to make a lot of money and they enjoyed it. Here It's do some of them, sure, but there's also that girl that it's her first time here. She's been here a week. She's losing her mind. She doesn't. What am I supposed to do? Does that happen? Sure. But like I said, know in your mind what you want, but just know in your mind that if you're 60, 70 years old and you're just sitting there and you've lost one that you were with for a long, long, long time, you can't have a life here. It is very, very possible. And I would have just died in the States because I would have sat in that house. I would have got sick, just like I would have done if I wouldn't have met my wife and came to Surin. I would have been in Kamala. I wouldn't have went to the doctor. I would have stopped breathing and I'd have been done. It'd have been over. So same thing would have happened to me in the States. And it just wasn't, I don't know. Mark's here.
Good morning, Mark.
Hey, how you doing? I'm behind on this big time.
Yeah, you'll notice I'm not in your lounge room, Mark.
Yeah, you got to get up in the morning. It's just, I've been there, done that. Boom boom parties, and even at an older age, running around on the bikes. A lot of the younger girls back then, when I was younger, they wanted that life. At the time, I thought I did too. Not so much anymore. Like I said, man, 9 o'clock and my eyelids are starting to, feel like they got 10-pound weights on them.
Yeah, I'm hearing you, Dave.
What are some of the biggest culture shocks you find living over there? Man, culture shocks. I can't think of any. If the only shocks I can think of is how great the people are.
Yeah.
That shocks me. It isn't so much the culture. I guess it's a culture shock that how nice they are, how especially the women, that I've met and the men. I mean, always the land of smiles. Whoever named that, they had the easiest job in the world. I mean, that's all they do, and if that was it, I'd say that I didn't realize the difference between the women in the United States. I don't want to say all Western women, and the women in Southeast Asia, and I only know Thailand pretty much. Um, it's like night and day, and I'm sure it's just culture. They're they want to. You give them this much, and like I said, you get this much back. I mean, all you got to do is be attentive. Hey, love you, baby. A couple little things. And my wife, like I said, the first year, she had to go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. She'd wake up at 5 o'clock to make me coffee. It took me a year to convince her that I'm a 62-year-old man when I first met her. I can make a freaking cup of coffee. Till this day, she cooks my breakfast every morning that she's here. Uh, you know, uh, so it's different. Are there women like that in the West? I'm sure they are. I just never met any. Even this one here was a pain. Didn't want, the only thing she could cook is tacos. She don't get me wrong. She was a pain in the ass. She was my pain in the ass, and I was with her, and I love her dearly, still to this day. And but she wasn't by the standards of what I consider the way that I get treated now to then is totally different. Like I said, I explain it to my friends as this is what when you have a Thai woman. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You wake up and you say, "Hey, baby, can you go down, man? I've got a craving for vanilla ice cream." No saying nothing. Get up, go, bring it back. How you know that she really loves you and you know that she's a Thai woman. He said, "Oh, since you've been gone, I don't really want vanilla anymore. I want chocolate." Now, if they go back without still not saying anything, go get you the chocolate, bring it back. That's the easiest way I could explain the way that you can get treated. But granted, you need to put out yourself. But like I said, it's like this to this. It's amazing. I can't describe enough what kind of a life and how good I have, how good my life is here.
That doesn't happen in my household, Dave.
No, I'm just saying I don't think it would happen at mine either at this point. But and even with the kids though, the kids like this, the one's she's been locked in a room for a week upstairs. She finally tests negative yesterday. She comes out. What does she do? She cleans my kitchen. She cleans the Thai kitchen. This morning she's in here cleaning the bedroom, and she's going back tonight to Bangkok. The children never hear any of that. It's just they know what they have. I mean, they've asked their mother, we wouldn't have this if it wasn't for Dave, right, Mom? Of course not. And they know that, and they're appreciative, just like my wife is and my in-laws. But like I said, it's not like that I'm not getting anything out of it. The smiles on all their faces put me up here, and I wouldn't want it any other way. The biggest smile that I got was when my last retirement, that I got to give that to my wife. When I die, she gets enough money to carry her through the rest of her life till she dies. That was my biggest smile that I got, and given back to Thailand. So, and there's another one. To refresh everybody's memory, the locks weren't changed when you came back in, Mark. You had the same locks on the door. You still live there. You still have a wife and a child, I'm imagining. I'm kidding.
The fridge was empty, but some arsehole Australian was drinking his beer.
Was that you? All right, let's see. I'm way behind, guys. Nothing is done on schedule. Done on Thai time. Yeah, let's see, they compared Thailand to Costa Rica. Very similar. Weather almost exact. Rainy season, dry season. Temperature, humidity, exactly the same. They're like on opposite ends, still the same. Where am I at? Same distance from the equator. Ice in the beer. The only difference is it's cheaper to live here in Thailand. At Costa Rica, the only thing that is close to the same is rent back then in 2015. I got a 2-bedroom small apartment condo, 2-3 blocks from the beach for $500 a month. So not quite as cheap as some of the stuff you can get here, but the food and everything was just as bad, if not more. On their import taxes, but beautiful place, no doubt. I mean, definitely would be a place that I would visit. If I wasn't here, I'd probably be in Costa Rica or looking for someplace else. But it was great. I have no. I'd say very, very similar, and it depends on your money. If you've got $3,000, $4,000 a month on a constant income, and that's not going to vary, you can live both places. You're going to get more bang for your buck here in Thailand. I think you have a cast your mind back to the first trip to Thailand to remember the impact and the different cultures. Yeah, it's weird too, because a lot of people, I've been accused of by trolls of being a monger. Well, he's been a monger for years and years and years. First time I came here was 2018. Never been here before. I'll tell you, the biggest culture as far as looking at stuff was when I got off the plane in 2018 and went from the airport in Phuket to Kamala to spend my 2 weeks before I moved here 2 weeks later for 4 years, was all the 7-Elevens. I'm going, what the hell's with the 7-Elevens? I was looking down the street and I could see 3 down the street, and that and all the Russian writing on all the signs. I didn't understand that at the time. That went away, but from what I am understanding now, the Russians are coming back. But I like the culture. It intrigues me. I wish I knew more about it. I know very little about Buddhism. That's what my wife is. She's not a Muslim. And I didn't know that either. When I went down to Phuket, Kamala, the first night I was there, and the place that I was staying in had a speaker, that I could hit with a stone, and went off at 5:00 in the morning with that music. Nothing against the Muslims, but boy, you need to quiet your music down and you need to start it a little bit later in the day. But I like the culture, and I guess I wouldn't be here unless I did, right? You ain't gonna meet that kind of woman. No, Tim. And Tim's another one. How long you been married? His wife's patient as hell too. She's gonna take everything he's got very soon.
See
Dave,
you,
I have to
Paul.
do everything for Jai. She's Western now. Maybe that's why she doesn't want to come back here. You've ruined her. You guys are gonna have a good time. I guarantee you. There's just, I mean, I don't see any, I don't see any reason why you would have to stay here 24/7, 365. My wife was still alive. We were going to keep a motorhome there and go back and tour around the United States for 3 months during the summer, or different chances, or go. But you guys are going to travel a lot. It's going to be awesome. She's going to have you guys travel now. It's going to be tenfold that. There it is. Westernized. She's got her own name. She has her own computer. Did you give her a computer too, Bobby? Just kidding, Jay. We were talking about you. Were your ears burning yesterday? Day before yesterday? No. God, I'm way behind. How'd you guys let me get behind this far? How long have you guys been coming to Thailand and living in Thailand? Who are you asking? Me? I think I said that. 4 years I've been here. I'd never been. Brock has been coming here for 150 years. Mitch has been
Nearly
coming forever.
since 1982, on and off.
Yeah, a lot of people on here have been coming for years. Andy's been coming for quite a while also. Malaysia, Philippines are the best option for retirement. Vietnam, yeah, the Vietnam. I'm just not big on it. It's got a bad taste in my mouth, and I want to go there and see it now and see everything. I want to see it, I've heard it's awesome. There's a lot of places that are. I got one friend that's in Malaysia now, and he's in the Philippines. What thought he was going to stay in the Philippines, and he's saying he wants to either split time between the Philippines and Malaysia or go full time in Malaysia. I've never been to either one, so I'm hoping to get there.
Yeah, I was in Malaysia for 3 years, 1982 to 1985.
Well, what was he? What did Chris say in here? Fallen Age, don't do that, brother. It's a shitty time of year for some of us in various reasons. What did I miss? What's that? 'Cause I know Paul's got a. You leaving? I think he left already. He's has it tough, man. I hope hope everything works. 31 years. Yeah, she's another patient woman. She's gonna get everything you got there, brother. But she's just waiting for the right time to pounce. You guys got to just be smart, man. That's all. Everything you hear on the internet, whatever it is, always check with the right places, whether it be with the Thai government or whatever. Get your stuff together. But with women and stuff, just have some common sense. Even if you got low self-esteem, you'll realize real quick that they don't care what you look like, how much you weigh. They don't even really care to a certain extent about that you have $1 million. If you're retired, they know you've got enough money to give them a good life, and that's all they want. And I know my wife loves me. If you could be in a relationship that you don't need love, you just want to have a good time, they're there too. But I believe that the women really do love the old people. I almost said a cuss word.
Everybody sit up straight. James Chocolate Man in Thailand has just arrived in the house.
You made it through your walk, James. There he is, mongering the act of practice. You know, I don't have anything against. Like I said, I'm not one to throw rocks. Yeah, to each their own. I know what I want. You know, if I was 30 years old, found out about Thailand, maybe late 20s, the drugs that I was into and the alcohol and everything, I would have came to Thailand and been dead in probably 7 days. So I would have given myself 7 to 10 days to completely abuse the women the alcohol, the drugs, everything I get on so badly that I'd be dead. So the way that everything works, yeah, that's the way it is. I would have been, James, definitely. I would have been. There's no doubt. How could you not? Like I said, if you're my age or whatever, and you want to come here and that's what you want to do, I had that my whole life, man. My whole life was bars and topless dancers and 2 o'clock in the morning and parties afterwards, and that was my life for years. So I got to get it out of my system. I don't know. I wasn't what I was looking for, but of course I'm not your. James is like 18 or something, but James is young. Although you're gonna have to get a retirement visa the next time you get a visa. That'll be interesting because I won't kid you about it though. But James did a walk this morning, and I guess you're going to do them again. Um, the I think that's what you said. I joined it this morning too and saw everybody there, which is awesome. And James is always good with letting me post a link, and half you people are probably from James's channel, Chuck's channel, or Joe's channel, even more so than that probably. But it's a good time, and you probably should do your walks. I think you enjoy them. But when you go on your vacation jaunts, I think it's harder to do, right? But here, let's see. Keith, what's Grace saying? Uh, yes, Bobby, stop by. Oh, I'm missing it. But anyway, I think you're going to
Good
start doing
morning,
them more.
Ron.
James saying good morning to everybody. Let's see, I love the. Yeah, I do too. James got a good channels, both of them. Chocolate Man in Thailand and Chocolate Man in Thailand live, and he does most of his. Every once in a while, he'll do a live um, from Chocolate Man in Thailand, but most of them are Chocolate Man in Thailand live. So if you're not subscribed to that, by all means, it would be a good one to subscribe to. Someone will drop the link, I'm sure. Uh, I didn't see Ron. Is he here? Hello, Ron. Great chat,
We'll
but I got to
see you
log
later,
off.
Ben.
Take care. Stay safe. All right. Thanks for coming by. Hope you come by again, Dan. Appreciate it. Walking in my shoes. Robbie, how you doing? You guys have probably. Are you guys doing? No, what's today? Today's Wednesday, right? You
No,
guys do a
it's
Tuesday
Wednesday.
eating. Today's Wednesday. You lose track of, in case anybody's out there. When you retire, you lose the track of what day it is. The only way I know is if I have a live stream or not. When I do it, I know which day it is. I think I'm caught up on everything. Can we what? What did I? What did James say? Can we get it in the chat if you think Dave should be doing more than once? Yeah, you're probably right, man. The worst that I got hurt on the trip. I got hurt. I stumbled in the bathroom and hit my knee against the counter, and boy, it twisted. And it's always been my left knee that's been worse than my right knee. Now both my freaking knees are, and the right's worse. I go to the doctor tomorrow. I gotta reset it up, and after the January or February, I gotta schedule one of them to be done, and then the other one to be done. I gotta get them done. But right now, man, it's like painful to walk, and I'm gonna talk to my doctor about that. I'm going, this is bull. I can go to the gym. I don't think I could get on the bike, so I just haven't went. But I got to do it. Thailand, Dave's knees are too beat up right now. Swimming first build of sport. Yeah, exactly. I walked around in the pool. It was less, did it. I did that in Costa Rica. I worked out in the pool for probably an hour and a half every day. Of course, if you would have seen the pool in the house that I was in, you'd understand. It's awesome. It was overlooking the water, Hermosa Beach, um, endless, pool, fountains, 6,000 square feet, two master bedrooms, five bedrooms, four bathrooms, or five bathrooms. It was awesome. It was a contemporary white deal. It was awesome. I'll have to get some pictures of it, show it to you sometimes. It was during the highlight of my God, I don't know what the hell I want to do with my life in 2015. Yeah, I could do that. uh, where are you headed? Well, you don't tell everybody. You're going. Are you going again on a trip? Are you waiting? No, you ain't going nowhere until after New Year's, right? It's going to be a nightmare trying to get around there. And I think all I'm going is tomorrow. I go to the doctor, and it is my birthday, so I will be 66 tomorrow. I made it to 66 years. Unbelievable. But anyway, I'll go to Tim's, and I'm going to spend a day there, and then we're going to fly out of Udon to Phuket and go on that fishing thing. That ought to be awesome. I'm going to try to put a good vlog together for the guy. I hope.
Tomorrow in the
Alex?
afternoon, I'm going to the dentist, get some new front teeth.
Are you? I need to have my teeth work done too. I've been putting that off and putting it off. I may not be in Thailand, but get home cooked Thai food. Why going for lunch and work? Yeah, I don't know, man. I never even realized what Thai food was. Pad Thai at the local Thai restaurant every now and again when I did go there. It's all I ever had. Had no idea that it wasn't even close to what I was going to experience when I came to Thailand. But it definitely food here. Thanks.
Yeah, Ron John, you could say I'm home, my Thai home. I'm not gone back to Australia yet.
Thanks. Yeah, you've got to go back. I mean, you've got all your kids and family and stuff there too.
Yeah,
I guess
kids and
eventually
grandkids.
you'll get to the point. I guess eventually when you'll come here longer. I guess I would imagine. I'm guessing. God, this thing is really bugging my
Yeah,
ear.
it just depends on funds at the time.
Let's see. I'm caught up on everything, right? Veronica, you back home? No. That's what you were answering. Okay, got that. Ron liked the breakdown in the pool. Thank you. And I did the one on the pond. Not too many people watched it. I don't even think it's broken 100, which I was kind of surprised. I figured there would be people. A lot of the people watch the pool one because I think that more people would probably do something like that. And I wouldn't have had this problem, I know, if I would have just put in a return line over there instead of those four jets. But coming back to bite me in the rear. But hopefully it won't be that bad. Rice is crazy here. 25 was over $40, really. It used to be 26 to 27, so damn near doubled. Wow. I don't know what the stuff. I haven't really noticed. My wife goes to I give her the money. She runs everything in the house. She gets to run everything from laundry detergent to all that food. Everything is all covered. She takes care of it between the green markets and Macro and Big C and Lotus or whatever. But she hasn't really. The only time I heard her bitch was about 2 or 3 months ago. Olive oil almost doubled, and she ended up. It doubled at Macro, but it didn't at Big C. So she went to Big C and got it. Then she found the same brand for half gallons on Lasada and bought one of those, and she was back in. But she hasn't really bitched much about anything else being overpriced or inflation or I'm sure little stuff. But YouTube didn't even tell me about the pond watch. Oh, really? That could be. I don't think YouTube likes me. Although I always say good things about YouTube. Like I said, I wouldn't be able to meet any of the people that are in here and have this ability to meet people like that if it wasn't for YouTube. And I'm a big, I think the people that bitch about other people being e-beggars and making money on YouTube, I think is completely ludicrous. I mean, that's what the platform's here for. It's all around making money. That's what it's here for. And to condemn
Yeah.
somebody because they make money, it's no one's forcing anybody to give anybody money. Like I said, I used Thailand Rob 20 seconds in Thailand as he got crucified, still does. But he's been here for 6, 7 years, all off of Patreon and YouTube. God bless him. Hopefully he can stay and do it till the day he dies. But I guess it's all jealousy and shit. That's what it comes down to. But
And if you
I
don't
don't look
like a
any older than
Patreon and etc., don't put your money into it.
I get hit up by Patreon I get 1 or 2 freaking emails a day from them wanting me to sign up. But I still haven't gotten anybody to say, "Hey, will you endorse our product?" So I guess I'm not very good on that. But I think I talked to James about that. He didn't want to get involved with any of that crap, which I don't blame him. I think maybe when it gets down the road, he might. Maybe I'm talking out of line. If I am, it's just the Alzheimer's. Let's see. Yeah, 66, man. You believe it? And really weird because 2 things. One, when I was like early 20s, I'm going, man, if I could just live to be 35, I'd be on top of the world. And then when I got to that, I going, well, God, do you think I could live like these old people that are around me? The old people were like people that were 45 and 50. So when I got up to this, it's like, hey man, I'm cheating life right now, just by being alive. Start there. Yeah, I know. I don't understand. I don't understand people. It's so easy to go click and you don't watch, right? I mean, I don't know. To each their own, I guess. Bobby thinks I look 66. I think Bobby looks younger than me. But like I said, I enjoying life. I'm having a good time. Um, I'm still, even though I don't want to encourage people to come to Thailand, it's still the best place that I can see. Have I been every place on the planet? No. Do I claim that I've been every place? No. Do I claim what I know is good for my wallet and my lifestyle? Yeah. And I'm still one saying, when you come here and try it out for 3 to 6 months, over 95% of the people that do that are going to stay, and they're going to stay for a while, not just a year. They're gonna stay for a while. So, hey, Andy, thank you very much. Yeah, it should be. I have to check. Google takes a bunch of it, but yeah, I will. I think it's going to be close. She'll be excited. She's always excited. I've never seen anybody. I mean, I have an extra 200 baht in my wallet or something on a Sunday morning, which is the green market day. And I pull that out and give it to her. You thought I gave her $100,000. Just bubbling over, and oh my goodness, and brings me back mass quantities of Isan sausage and everything that she knows that I like.
Good morning, T. No, I haven't been doing very much traveling. I did travel to see Joe and Chuck and Daz at their houseboat in Kanchanaburi. But that's about it.
Oh, that's right, you did. I've never been to Belize, Douglas, but what I know, I think Belize uses the U.S. dollar, which is kind of a good thing, and they speak English. I've heard horror stories from there too, along with good stories. Um, I don't think it. I don't know, any place that's outside of the United States is a good place for me. I don't know what it is cost to live there, so I can't really say. But I know that there was a couple of pluses there that I remember, and there's still places that it's on my bucket list. I'd love to go to Belize. Um, it's just really hard. Like I said, I wish I had the opportunity to be able to do a lot of stuff like James does and Joe and Chuck and you know their significant others don't work. Mine does, so it's tough, and she loves her job, which makes it even tougher for me to like try to get her to, you know. I said you don't have to work. You know, you could just take this. I'll just give you the money you make there, and nothing changed. The only thing that changed is she's been there over 20 years, and it's like another family to her. So it's just never going to happen. So I finally come to that determination. I can only hope that, you know, maybe she gets a little extra time off here and there. That's all. And I'm going to do a lot of traveling on my own. Looking to buy that trailer, camper, truck, van, something to do a couple of days during the week. I know I talked to James about it. He said just go to a hotel, but I just come to the realization I'm too old. I don't want to. I can't get down on my knees and set up a tent or anything like that. So I've got my eye on this little teardrop, and like I said before, if anybody knows what it takes to get something registered, by all means, send me an email or put it in the comments. I looked at one that's got one of those boxes with the little nose on the front that you see on pretty much every truck here in Thailand. It's on a trailer with a front gated part, a brand new, just built, no license or anything, and the parts brand new too. 39,000 baht, which I thought was really reasonable. But my wife's right. She said you need to find out what it takes to register it before you buy anything. But I'd like to do those during the week, if for anything, just for me. You know, if no one watches them, it's not a big deal. But it'd probably get better at vlogging. I get out of the house here going like Tuesday to Thursday, you know, every week if I could do it. I don't have to go far. There's so many places up around here, but it would be fun. And not getting, yeah, yeah, I know. You're absolutely right. It, and I'm a firm believer in that too. Anybody, you know, the saddest part about everything is every other thing that I see on YouTube when I'm scrolling is you know, how many people died. You know, they're talking usually about well-known people, movie stars, you know, famous people, but they got away with the people that died in 22. Now it's, you know, who died in November of 22 and who died in December of 22. And when I see Christy Alley and all these other ones that are there, she was quite a bit older than me, but people that I watch, people that I know, and there are people younger that are going. You know, it's like, you know, we're not guaranteed anything. I can say it a million times. That's why I say if you can retire one day earlier than you thought, I'd get your butt out of where you're at and get to where you want to be. No doubt. Skipped a couple live streams there. Yeah, yeah, I know, and that's okay. That's what I would do, and I might do a live stream from the from camping. I've got the setups. I've got the air. I've got everything that I can need for anything. I just got to find one and do it. And I don't want to spend a 500,000 baht. It just isn't that important to me to go out. Besides the fact that I'm just trying it, so I want to try to find something that I could at least get my money back out of. That's all. But I know I would enjoy it. The teardrop trailer is awesome. So is this one with that truck, whatever you want to call it, the aluminum deal that's on 90% of the trucks here in Thailand. It would be perfect. It's 5'8" by 7'10" deep. It's 2 meters tall, so I can stand up in it. And the front little cone piece would be perfect for storage and stuff. I could build it out, and I wouldn't have to, spend 100,000 building it out. I could have the cousin work on it for a few days, and here's 10,000 baht. Let's do this, and here's 10,000 baht. And like I said, I've got all the camping stuff, so it wouldn't be that hard. What did I miss? Anything? The bike. I asked him that earlier. The live streams, good job. All right, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by, Robbie. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're right, James. That's what I got to do, and that's what I will do. I still have the tent that goes in the back of the the truck. It's actually a completely enclosed tent, and I can put the air conditioner inside there. Getting in and out of the truck might be kind of a bear, but I had it on the back of the truck before, so I can do it. So maybe I'll do one, get my butt up and moving around. It'll be after the first of the year, but I'm going to do it. It'll be fun. I think people will like it. I mean, I'll do a live stream from there once in a while, and maybe I'll actually put out videos. It'd be fun. Is Ann here? I didn't see Ann. Ann, thank you very much for coming by. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. And I think we're getting up close to an hour and a half. Yeah, because I'm gonna get off. I don't hear him doing anything. Not that he could, because he doesn't know where the leak is or what's happening. But I'll call my wife and see if she'll try to get a hold of him, because I really would like to have that in my brain, know what's going on with that before I take off on the 23rd. So I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank everybody for subscribing. We went to 1,900. I think it went down to 1899 or something. But it's been going up. Surprising. It was like stuck at 1850 for weeks, and now all of a sudden it jumped up. So,
good morning, Craig.
Is Craig here now? There he is.
Thank you for that visual thought. I really don't need to think of you naked.
Let's see. But yeah, thanks to everybody for dropping in. I appreciate it. Go ahead.
Shush. Hang on.
All right, everybody. I want to thank everybody for coming by. Again, you guys are awesome. We'll do it again. I won't do it now until, let's see, I would do it on the 23rd. I'm going to be driving. Not going to do it on Christmas. It'll be after Christmas, I think. So everybody, if I don't see you, have a good Christmas or holiday, whatever whatever you celebrate. And I have to bring up Richard's. Like, if you don't know already, that Richard does my intro, did my intro and outro on the live streams. So I want to say thank you very much, Richard, and I will catch you all on the next one. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. See you.
We'll catch you all on the next one.